What's going on? You know how we get down. You either get right or you get left. You're in the bird cage. Let's get to it. We got a lot to get to tonight. But before we get to it, we got to bring in one of the magnificent members of the bird cage crew. We got K Dub in the building. What's good, K Dub? Your sound's out. You got to pop out and pop back in. Got you. Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the bird cage. We got a few things that we're going to tap into tonight. But again, as we said, a lot to cover. Been a hell of a week when it comes to the Falcons at this point. Let's see if we got him squared away. What
All
up?
right, can you hear me now?
Perfectly, sir.
All right, all
Perfectly.
right. Glad to be in the building tonight with the historian. Glad to get into this last preseason game, and then the heated debate about the quarterback. Everything that we covered tonight, we're going to cover and get into. And it's just glad to be a Falcon fan. Glad for the season to start, and we just pray for the injury bug to get away from us, get away from Flowery Branch, and let's go, man. Let's get into it.
Well, I'm glad to hear.
It's the start of the new year, start of the new season. Nothing but optimism and hope. I mean, but hey, look, every year you never know what's going to happen because at the beginning of last year, I would have never said that I thought Seattle would win it all. So you just never know what's going to happen throughout the season, and you just gotta hope and pray for some close things to happen your way. The ball has to bounce your way. You got to help for some luck in your corner also. But other than that,
Hey,
let's
hey,
get
hey,
into
hey,
it.
hey, you doing too much right now. Hey, you
Too
doing too much right
much,
now.
too
You
much,
just going and going and going. We got to get to the topics, man. Damn.
too
Doing too
much,
much.
too much dip on my
Too
chip.
much.
I'm sorry.
Too much dip on your chip today. Hey, we got to do it like this, man. Look, anything can happen, as he said, but we got to get to the right now. Can't look ahead right now because we got a lot that we got to talk about when it comes to the Falcons at this point. So let's get to it. All right. So first thing we got to talk about tonight, and we also got something else we're gonna talk about. It concerns the NFL and also college ball, but that's gonna be one of the last topics. Let's go ahead and start this here. We got the Falcons starters. Some of them will see the field, and then some of them will not see the field. So at this point, everybody's got to start getting playing time. Got to get in game shape. One game to me isn't enough. I'm just gonna be honest with you on that. They're only gonna play probably a half, but we already know Michael Penix isn't playing. That's the big announcement. The question is, will we see Avion Terrell, second round pick, who also has been dealing with hamstring injuries? But are we going to see more of Branch? Are we going to see more of Cash? We already know that we're going to see Tua, possibly, and we might not even see Tua, but we already know we're going to see Russian Strand again. At this point, I need to see starters on the offensive line right now. That is the biggest thing right now because no matter who you have at quarterback, if you can't protect the quarterback in pass protection with the starters, that is a major issue. K Dub, let's go ahead and start off with this offensive line. When we talk about the offensive line and we talk about what has to be with the continuity side, we got to get that right side right because if Penix is going to be the starter, we got to have somebody over there that can actually protect his blind side because last year Wilkinson cost us the season and probably even right now mentally for Penix to be ready. So how do you feel about the offensive line per se?
I mean, I'm very, very keen on offensive line. We've been talking about that for weeks now here on the Birdcage, and that's what I'll be having my eyes peeled to tomorrow to see who they trot out at the offensive line. I just really have a lot of hope and a lot of respect for Bill Callahan and hope he could put the correct guys out there to give us the best chance to win. But I'm very interested in see who he starts out there at that offensive line. But like you're saying, historian, I would truly like to see my starters at least for 2 drives. I know Penix won't be out of there, and they're bubble wrapping him to the start of the season because I truly feel that they've already made their decision on who's starting week 1. And if you just read the tea leaves, they'll pretty much tell you, you wouldn't risk this guy getting banged up if you're going to start in week 1. So I know it's tough for a lot of people to hear. There was not a real competition, but Tua just almost basically played himself out of the starting gig by all the turnovers and things that he had, even in the joint practices and all the practices leading up through training camp. but he has a chance to maybe keep himself on the roster if he has a great game tomorrow. But I think some of the decisions on who makes that 53 has been made already, but you can't release it to the public until due time has come. But
So
we'll see how that goes.
So I'll go ahead and put this out there. Shout out to our guy Darius Hayes because the 53 man hasn't been made yet, as he actually alluded to, because they still have to see who's going to be able to blossom. Because okay, some guys have struggled with games, some guys have never played in a game. Now they get an opportunity to. Now for the veterans that are here, I'm going to be 100 with you on this. Tua ain't going nowhere. If he gets cut, all of us will be happy. But to be honest, you have to have somebody with experience in that room. I didn't want him here to be from the start. I'm gonna be frank about it. I said it when he got signed. I didn't want him here. However, he's only it's only $1.3 million at this point. They want a proven veteran in this room. Now, here's something that I gotta play devil's advocate with. Y'all can be mad at me. Oh well. You still have to look at it. It's a whole new system for this dude. Timing is down pretty much when you have to understand timing of the snaps, timing of routes. Tua is a timing quarterback. He's never been a guy that's ever, except I'll say this, when he's had talent around him, he's been able to go off script. That is something that we know. We saw that when he was at Bama. We saw it some with Tyreek Hill down in Miami before Tyreek Hill busted up his leg. But if you ever look at it, every system that he's been in from going back to high school till now has been timing. Right now, that timing is off. And that timing of him not being comfortable could possibly cost him his job. However, are the Falcons willing to cut him and keep Cooper Rush at this point? Which one are you gonna have? You got a former starting quarterback, and then you got a guy that's been a journeyman the whole time. And then you have an undrafted free agent, and then you have a quarterback that is coming off of an injury from last season. So at this point, we have to sit back and see. But for some odd reason, if the Falcons decide to get rid of him, thank you, Jesus. You did something right. Thank you. Save us that. But at this point, I just feel like Strand needs to be the number 2. We already know Penix is going to probably end up being the number 1, and he didn't even have to play during the offseason like that. 7-on-7s was one thing. But again, you still have to look at the fact that are they going to keep experience in the building? That's the big question. But even if they do keep experience in the building, that right side of that offensive line has got to get better. Period. It's got to get better at this point. But who knows, K-Dub? Maybe Tua could be trade bait, as Mills is saying, for next year's picks. I'm fine with that. But getting back to it, we got to talk a little bit about the running back room. We already know Bijan is starting, pretty much. At this point, outside of Bijan starting, let's talk about the backups. Brian Washington is the obvious number 2. Who do you have in this number 3? Because you got Goodson and Cash Jones fighting for that 3rd spot at this point. I think Goodson's going to get it, but what do you think?
I believe Goodson gets it. He's outplayed him in the running back role, but I really like Cash in just a multifaceted role. I don't know if they'll just keep him for special teams and then utilize him in the running back role as a 4th down running back, as a receiver, as a returner. I just think they got something special planned for Cash Jones. I could be wrong, and I would be the first to say it if they don't keep him, but I think he makes a 53-man roster somehow in some way. And they're going to take Tyler Goodson as that 3rd running back. But as a whole, receiving and running, I think Cash is a better player. But as a straight this runner, I do like Tyler Goodson. Yes, I do.
I'm with you on that because the one thing we know, outside of him being a home state kid out of the state of Georgia and, knowing what his stock is, the kid came out of Iowa. Everybody that knows anything about college ball, you know that Kirk Ferentz is a few things he's going to have. He's going to have defensive linemen. He's going to have running backs. He's also going to have offensive linemen, and he's also going to have tight ends. That school produces a lot of great defensive players, a lot of great offensive players in the tight end spot, and also in the running back room as well, and offensive line. They just have yet to produce quarterbacks that are worth a damn or even receivers at that point. So I'm looking at it from a standpoint of you got a guy that's been in the NFL, that's been battle tested, And he's okay with being the third. He's okay with being RB3 on the squad. But I think Cash Jones is going to find his way into the special team side like he did at University of Georgia that we got to see with Cash growing up at UGA, K-Dub.
Yeah, I just really feel like he'd be more like a gadget guy. They want to utilize him in so many different facets and ways. And they say he retains knowledge really well, from his time at Georgia and being in that Georgia program. So I just feel like they'll have some special plays for Cash. You'll see Tyler Goodson on third downs, things of that nature, being the third down running back or the third running back in the stable.
Yeah. And your sound went out, K-Dub, again, unfortunately. You just went out. Yep, go ahead. And so while he's getting his sound situated again, do apologize about that. It's part of the game. Technical difficulties always happen. But Cash Jones was a hell of a special teams player at Georgia. He was one of those guys that can literally make a big play happen, and he had his moments. You got to see what a little bit of that was on the offensive side when he caught a flood route out to the flats and made somebody miss and did what he needed to do. The other thing that you have to look at is he ended up going to being able to run between the tackles. He did it a little bit at Georgia, but he was mainly a third down back. He showed that he can actually take hits, deliver a shot, and great balance. And then you look at it, Nathan Carter's going to be the odd man out of the room. We've been waiting on Nathan Carter for years, but you got two other backs that are on this team that have actually been producing. Now, when you look at the wide receiver room, I'm going to throw something out here. There's a guy that just got released out of Cleveland today. Man by the name of Cedric Tillman. Solid player, knows the system, could be great depth when you talk about this wide receiver core. And anybody who knows about him, he was definitely a solid player at Tennessee. He dealt with an injury or two, but got to the NFL, was solid. I think that he could come in and probably get a roster spot for some of these guys that have been cut. And he knows the system. So that makes it a hell of a lot easier for us at this point to have somebody who knows that Stefanski offense, knows what to bring to the table. Only thing he would have to do is get the timing down with the quarterback. So I'm looking at it from that standpoint of building up that depth at this time. So K-Dub, while you stepped out, I was talking a little bit about a possibility at the wide receiver room because we ended up there's a kid that got cut out of Cleveland by the name of Cedric Tillman. Good receiver. We know about him. Played at Tennessee. Solid up there. He knows Stefanski's offense. We just cut somebody who just couldn't cut the mustard. And he would actually be perfect wide receiver depth for this room and actually can help the room progress because he's been in the system. What would you say to having a Cedric Tillman? He's not going to be a starter. He'd be a role player coming in here, being able to help this wide receiver room out and pick up the offense a little bit faster as well.
Well, man, I mean, I like Cedric Tillman, but I think we have guys on this roster that are vying for a position. So I would try to go out the guys uh, that are on the back end of this roster that could help us. There's been a training camp that I've had eyes on for the last 3 to 4 weeks. So uh, I'm not saying don't kick the tires on Tillman, but I would truly like to see what's in my wide receiver room now that could help me versus going to get a Tillman. But I'm not opposed to going to get Tillman and kicking the tires on him.
And we get him for dirt cheap. That's the other reason I was speaking on that too. And you bring him in, and he's already got NFL experience, and he started before, but he's also been a great role player in that Stefanski offense.
Yeah.
That was the only reason I threw that out. Now I want to see what we have, but we've already released 2 or 3 guys already out of that room. That's the reason why I mentioned that. And he has a good relationship with Stefanski. So that's why I said, like you say, I kicked the tires on it to see what that is. But at this point, I'm not going to put too much on it. But let's get to the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
Defensive side of the ball. Carlos Allen Jr., Cameron Sample. We know we're going to see a lot of those guys. We're going to get to it's another segment of the show that we're going to get to a little bit later, but we got to kind of talk about Kel London, Braylon Trice, getting back into playing shape and getting to that point to where he should be able to be. How do you feel with the defensive line rotation at this point with some of the names that I've put out here, and then some of the guys that we've been waiting on that we're gonna see. You got Hand that's gonna be coming up. How do you feel about this defensive line rotation?
I mean, I kind of like it, but I have to really see it in action. We've seen vaguely, uh, the defense that we'll see in week one. They're trying to keep a lot of things under wraps and not really let them see a lot, which is great. But as a fan and as a commentator on the Falcons, uh, it's hard to really get a gauge on what we're going to do if they're not showing a lot. They're just only playing a few starters, so. I'm eager to see it in action because I know they like to rotate like they did last year, and they'll be rotating. This be some different names, but we brought in a lot of bodies, so I just got to see how these bodies uh, react to the system versus what they did last year. So I'm eager to see it, and I pray it works like it did last year. When we led the league in sacks. So
Mm-hmm.
I want to see what year two and brick system does for these guys, man. I think our interceptions and our turnovers are going to come up, and maybe our sacks go down some, but I think our turnovers will pick up in the back end. Just being more familiar with the system and knowing the intricacies of a brick system, they'll be better with it being in year two of it. So, like I said, I'm just ready to see what it looks like. I think that pass rush should be lights out, but I could be wrong. So here we go. I think it'd be lights out, but it could be, oh my gosh, we can't get to the quarterback or whatever it may be. So we'll see what happens.
I don't think it's gonna be that, just to be honest, because we saw what Brick did with two young players last year that were rookies. He's going into the same type of situation that he went into last year with Jalen Walker and also James Pierce Jr. He went in with two first round picks. I'm not saying these guys are first round picks because they weren't, but you're going into a system where you're taking two young guys that are going to be either outside linebackers and a cross in between bookends at this point to go along with Divine Diablo, Channing Tindall, who's been struggling this preseason, and then you got Christian Harris. When you look at the linebacking core and you look at everyone that is coming through on that side, you have a rotation. You have a smorgasbord of bodies that you can rotate in and out of that linebacking core. Some guys are great pass rushers. Some guys are great at run stopping. But the one thing that is very common with this linebacking core now that has not been around really since the Grits Blitz defense, or even the 1998 defense, you have speed at that linebacker position, literally across the board. Everybody can run and they can hit. So I just see that we're just in a spot, bro, where we got to figure out what rotation and what pieces we're going to have that's going to be active when it comes to not just pass rushing, but being able to stop the run. Because when we turned it up a notch, I mean, the Colts really aren't a great team right now. We played against the backups, but we can see that the backups had that same mindset that the starters had last year. They don't want to get run on. So we'll get to see that. But, man, here's something else that we got to talk a little bit about before we get to it. You got joint practices with Miami. The Falcons are definitely doing the damn thing up there, going up and down, executing. Not too much noise out of it. Nobody got hurt, but offense has been better with, like you say, with Penix and also with Jack Strand at this point. So they're going back and forth. Cooper Rush is getting his touches at this point, and the defense has been solid. The question is, can we take that same solid performances from practices to tomorrow night? That's the question. We're going to get to that next part, the next part of the show real quick. But before we do that, man, we got to take a quick commercial break. We're going to pay some bills. Y'all sit back and relax. We got you covered. Inspiration comes in many forms. However, we've got a way that we can get your mornings jump started and your days with a shot of Quavo, hosted by inspirational guru Sinque Mentor, better known as Scoop. He's going to have a lot of positive outlooks and from a different perspective on how to handle situations. You don't want to miss out. Catch him daily in the mornings and in the afternoons. Hey, welcome back. Hey, that's our boy Scoop. Shout out to Sinque Mentor. Definitely putting out a lot of positive energy out here and letting folks know the goods, the bad, and the ugly, and how you can improve. Y'all tap in with him on Twitter, on well, better known as Twitter, but it's X. Also, if you're on Facebook, he's there. Cinque Mentor, look him up. I actually repost his stuff. So does K Dub. So we definitely want you guys to tap into him. He's also during tax season. We got a little something that we do for him too to help promote that business. But let's go ahead and get back to the business of the Falcons at this point. So K Dub, we got to talk a little bit about the good, the bad, and the ugly, and the shout outs from last week before we get into the Miami preseason stuff. So, as we always say, you got the good, the bad, and the ugly. Shout outs and call outs. I let you start that one off last week. I'm going to start it off this week. So, I say this. Here's my good. I got to take it back to a man. I got to take it back to a little something we call New Jack City. If you know, you know. New Jack City. Hey, y'all, if you don't know that sound, that's the illustrious voice of Mr. Gerald Levert, rest in peace, singing on that New Jack City soundtrack from back in the day. Y'all know what I'm getting ready to throw out here. Mr. Jack Strand, aka the Vanilla Nino Brown from New Jack City, putting up numbers last week, helping lead the Falcons to the best performance we've seen so far in the preseason out of quarterbacks and also offensive performances as a unit. Got to give him his credit. Ran a touchdown, threw a touchdown, and I think the biggest play in that game was him pretty much not turning over the ball in the red zone on the fourth down, where he didn't try to make too much happen, and he ended up making a smart decision by not turning over the ball and allowing the defense to have a great field position and trying to hunt. Now, the bad that I got to say it on the defensive side of the ball. We got to start wrapping up and bringing guys down to the ground. I saw a lot of missed tackles last week, even though we ended up balling out and keeping them down to 6 points. We saw that Anthony Richardson was dead to rights a couple of times. And yes, he's a freak of nature, but most guys are not wrapping up and bringing down. You've got to wrap up when you hit. You can't just hit and hope that they fall, because they're going to roll off. So again, when you're playing against elite level athletes, when we start playing the first stringers, we got to see better tackling. That has been something that has bugged me this whole preseason so far. Got to get better tackling. So that's pretty much what I have for my shout outs and call outs. K Dub, what do you have for your shout outs and call outs, my guy?
I mean, for my for my shout outs and call outs, the good. I don't want to ride that train. Like I say, he played outstanding, but I'm gonna give it to Cass Jones. He had a great game out there, making all kinds of plays, showing some want and some dog in him. I think he could have scored again if they'd gave him a couple more snaps. But that's my good. My bad was probably, they played so good. I'm gonna say just giving up. You shouldn't have gave up 2 field goals either. Then you know what I'm saying, you should have blocked it. So that's the bad. And then
Oh,
the ugly is I wish they would figure out the quarterback position, but I mean they got this keep evaluating, so that's the ugly right now. But I don't want to harp on them too bad because they got to win in the preseason. That ain't happened since 2016. So I'm trying to find some ugly right now. But that was a good thing. Even though it doesn't count for anything, it's been a long time coming to get a win in the preseason. So that's K Dubs, good, bad, and ugly.
hey man, just like you said, it's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Hey, I'm speaking it into existence. Rest in peace, Sam Cook. Fair use, fair use, fair use. I can't get flagged for that. No, I can't sing, but I don't give a damn. I'm gonna cut up with y'all tonight. But I'm with you on that. Yes, there is a lot of good that came of it, and it's just little things that I guess the keen eye I pay attention to not looking at it from just the fan side of it. We got to look at it from the analyst side. And that was the reason I picked out the tackling, because I hated, I'll tell you the truth, I hated seeing us struggle when it came to being able to bring down a quarterback of Richardson's size. But Richardson is pretty much like big like Cam Newton was.
Yeah.
So
He's
I
about the exact same
understand that,
size.
but
Yeah.
you can't just put a shoulder on him. Yeah, you just can't put a shoulder on him. You actually got to bring him down. So I'll give you this, man. So those are what we call the shout outs, call outs, good, bad, and ugly. That's a segment that we do on the show every week. We just started back doing a few things. We're gonna be doing this every week from every game. So it's just a little something new that we bringing into the fold. If you want to shout out your good, bad, and ugly, you can put that in the chat. Let us know what you think. It's not just about us. We want to hear what you think. Maybe we might have something to go off of, and maybe you point something out that we don't see. So please, 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 y'all can participate at any time. So we definitely love it. What's going on, April Thomas? Oh, that's Ron. What's going on, Ron? Appreciate you for tapping in. Y'all check him
he
out.
said,
Y'all check him
he
out
said
on
that's
the eye
wrong.
test. Yeah, that's Ron. He's on Miss April Thomas account. He that's his other account that he's got. He's got like a million accounts, like a Jamaican got a million jobs, but it's cool. Shout out to Ron doing his thing over there. But he's on a show called Talk Yo Tuesday. So y'all check him out. Him, my guy Dennis. Dennis is an Eagles fan. We had him in here when we played Philly. Good people,
Yeah, he's all right. Dennis.
man. Definitely check in with those guys. But man, let's get to the next segment of the show. This is gonna be interesting, bro, because we've heard a lot of the good stuff. We got pluses and minuses for week 2. So once before, and this is gonna be the last thing we talk about the Colts. I really don't have too many minuses except for the tackling. The pluses out of this, K Dub, our offense was able to move the ball with multiple pieces.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, like I said, the pluses was like you said, going out there being efficient and putting up a lot of points and seeing what this offense can do. Even though we were being pretty vanilla, you're very vanilla in the preseason. So uh, just to be able to score that many points was a blessing. And the minuses would probably be we should have scored more points. I don't know. I mean, the tackling could have improved
Mm,
on the tackling, like this historian said, and improve on probably getting the plays in and things of that nature. Game game management. But I mean, I think everything can be cleaned up. We had such piss poor game management the past couple of seasons that everything looks kind of crisp. But you always can improve and get better with the game management and tight situation play calling. Like I said, you're going to be in some tight game situations where you got to know when to call the timeouts, know when to go for it, and all things like that. So just continue to work on that. But we did okay with that in this last preseason game. Looking forward to the Miami game.
mm-hmm. And so with me, like I said, we pretty much already tapped into the pluses and minuses. I'm not gonna get too heavy into that because we'll be beating a dead horse. Everybody else has been praising and doing all this. Look, it's good, but half these dudes are not gonna be here for this season. So I'm not gonna put too much dip on my chip. So got to get to it. So the next thing we're gonna talk about, pretty much the Falcons heading down to Miami. Um, I think in this ball game, what's gonna be crucial is really guys just competing at this point. You're trying to make this 53-man roster. You got to compete. You've got to put yourself in a position to where you not only get the job, you can secure a job for the season. Because remember, they can cut you during the season. They can cut you during the season. Think about it. Belichick cut a cornerback right before the Super Bowl. So your job is not safe. It's secured for the moment. NFL stands for not for long, so you can't slip up. So I'm looking at it like this here. Hey, man, shout out to my guy, Uncle Said in the building, Tampa Bay Yucks fan, aka Puddle Pirate. What up, Said? Appreciate you for retweeting the show on X. That's the only way he get to throw his jabs in here. That's my guy. If y'all look at his name is Uncle Said on X, y'all can find him. He pretty much has an old 1995 R&B cover looking like a bald Albie Shore. Pretty much my man's got the Etch-a-Sketch beard clean, but he looked like he getting ready to start singing for wins because he damn sure ain't getting it with Zach Robinson. Got all the earpiece. Got them all. You know, hey, look, we gonna tell you like we told them stinking swamp rats, them ain'ts. We coming with a broom and a dustpan. We ain't playing with you. So, shout out to my guys. Said y'all, hey, and we do have other fans from other fan bases that come up in here. So, shout out to them for the support. We appreciate it. If you are a Bucks fan tuning in, y'all check out Uncle Said. He's got something going on for their preseason game up in Cincinnati this weekend. Party at I think it was the Hilton, but like I said, I reposted on my page or whatnot. Said is my guy. We bump heads during the season and talk trash. That's just how it goes. But at the end of the day, it's all about supporting. And y'all check out Said, man, out there in Cincinnati. They got a little something going. So shout out to you. All right, let's get back to the Falcons instead of the pleasantries with this damn puddle pirate. Hey, gotta show love, man. My man definitely retweets the show, helps me get for other Falcon fans to tap in. So I'm with you on that. I am definitely with you on that. But the last comment I can't post is a little graphic, but I'm gonna give it a star because that's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite quotes. But I'll just censor it out. He just said Saints, the Bucks, and the Panthers. That's what he just said. So I can't post it, but I hit it right there. So shout out to Anamazi Vui. I think it's Anamazi VU7EY. Shout out to him, man. Appreciate you for tapping in, my guy. But let's get back to these birds, man. So the critical part of this ball game is being able to run the ball and really just get out of here without injuries. That's pretty much what I got for this preseason game, K-Dub.
Yeah.
At this point,
I
get
just
out of
said,
here without injuries and figure out who's going to be starting in a week.
yeah. I mean, I just feel like we continue to claw and scratch for guys. Like I said, it's gonna be some tough decisions made on this roster, and I just want to see who really wants it, who really wants to put good tape out there. Because if you don't get picked up here in Atlanta, you get picked up by another ball club. So you got to put good tape out there. I want to see them guys go fight and claw and go get another win, man. I mean, why not? Because you want to go in with the momentum of winning going into week one, putting that good winning play on tape and just in the back of your mind and try to get away from this losing stench that we've had for the last 8, 9 seasons. I mean, it's ridiculous. So we need to put one foot in front of the other, one step at a time. And like I said, the quarterback position, let's see who really wants to make this roster. Hoping Jack Strand has another good game so he does be solidified at that third spot because he can go out there and have 2 or 3 turnovers and then they're like, do we make that decision or not? So we just got to see how it plays out and how it goes moving forward.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, at this point, it's like I said, here's something I got to point out. And I'm going to say this, and I say this with the utmost respect to all of you. So y'all know it's going to be disrespectful when I say this. So it's just what it is. Y'all got to stop fighting amongst each other over the damn quarterbacks. Look, half of this fan base, if you're older, I get it, it's one thing, but we got to stop arguing about this quarterback situation, man. Be happy that we actually got some competent quarterbacks here. I ain't speaking about Tua. Tua is pretty much one of them dudes that, hey, man, I could do without him. But you got Penix, you got Strand, who's not scared to play, and, anything else after that, let the chips fall. We sitting here arguing over what quarterback's going to start. They are not going to start an undrafted free agent. And I'm a Jack Strand fan. Yeah, I said it. I've been rocking with the kid since he was in college. K-Dub can even tell you that. But I even know this. We got to stop arguing over this. Penix is a starter. Period. That is a starter. Now, is he going to be able to perform at that high level, getting back used to it and getting in the swing of things? We will find out. I'm not going to say that he's not. So all I'm saying at this point, stop trying to say that Strand is going to be the starter at this point. If he earns the job and he beats out Penix, cool. Let it be. But y'all got to stop this, man. You got a first round draft pick that's here, a first round pick. So again, they're going to start the guy that's getting paid the most and also that was drafted higher. That's just how business works. Even if Strand was to outplay him, they're still going to play the guy with NFL experience right now. Even though his record isn't the best, guess what? He's got starting experience. Tua has starting experience. I am a diehard Jackson Strand fan. Love his game. He's going to be one of the ones that we have to develop because there's still parts of his game that still has to transition. I don't think it's going to take that long because you're dealing with a guy that carried a 3.8 GPA and also is an aerospace engineer graduate. The man was really supposed to have a job at NASA right now. He was not supposed to be a quarterback in the NFL right now, even though he actually is in the top 10 and all of his records in the Division II, and he was nominated for the Harlan Hill Award 3 times. That is the Division II Heisman Trophy. He lost out to Mr. Curtis Allen. And shout out to Coach Diego Riley because he's one of our Birdcage alum, Curtis Allen, Virginia Union, HBCU. We support him around here. That was who beat out Jack Strand for that trophy. So again, if we gonna sit back and talk about it, he ain't no scrub. So y'all can get off this kick. The ones who want to speak negative and talk bad about him and crap on him because of race. And yeah, I said it, and I don't give a damn. Get off that. That man got on red and black now. Either you rock with him or you don't. And as we say in the Birdcage, you either get right or you get left. Stop criticizing a kid because he don't look like you, a majority of this fan base. Stop it. Stop it. Because I've had this argument with so many people. Be happy we got damn football players because we could continue to be at the bottom of the division at this point. That's all I'm going to say. I love Michael Penix Jr. I love Strand. Both of them wear Falcons logo. Stop bringing race into this mess. I'm telling you this, man. It's got to stop. This is the reason why we had problems with Matt Ryan and we had that issue with Vic fans for over 20 years, and we still have that problem. Stop. Because guess what? If Jack Strand, if Penix or Strand was to win a Super Bowl, it's going to be somebody in this fan base that's going to be unhappy because it wasn't the player that they wanted. Get over it. You either rocking with the logo or you're not.
Totally.
The hell with it.
Totally.
What's going on, Great Beard? Welcome to the stage, man.
What's going on? Fella, going on with y'all, man? How y'all feeling?
What's up, the gray one? What's going on with
Man, I'm tired of hell. but I'm here. How y'all fellas doing?
we here,
Man, we good, man.
man. We good.
Yes, sir.
No, I just had to get that out because we've been seeing all these posts, all this other foolishness that's been going on. And again, we already got problems being a mid-tier team right now. We definitely don't need these issues.
Yeah. Definitely agree, man. I mean, whoever is the best man for the job, man. We understand that about the quarterback situation, especially with now hearing that Tua. I think Tua is probably gonna be 1, Jack Strand is 2, and Michael Penix is 3 because he's not playing. Because we don't know what, like Kato, we don't know what we don't see what the coaches see on the field because we ain't there. So overall, man, we just need to have faith in this staff. We need to understand this is a brand new staff and just man, either you're gonna rock with the logo or you're not, man. It's just that simple, man. You gotta
Just
we now,
say it like we say it up in here. You either get right or you get left. That's pretty much what it is.
I mean, dang, man, yeah. If you get go, man, hey, man, it's been real, man. But hey, it is what it is, man. We gotta respect the logo and be loyal to the logo, man. Period, man.
Fact.
We ain't got time. We ain't got time for all this stuff. Football is finally back. Should be excited. I know I am. So, but yeah, man, it's just everybody worried about the quarterback situation, which I am as well. But gotta have faith in the coaching staff. I mean, I like the pieces that we got. I mean, I agree with you because I was looking into you, man. This third game, man, people gotta compete for jobs, man. It's like either you're auditioning for the Falcon or you're auditioning for another team.
Yeah. You definitely are. You got to
So
got there. Like I said, you got to put great tape out there. You got to continue to keep fighting because I think majority of their roster is set, but the whole thing may not be set yet. That's why they haven't released anything or put anything out there. But it's a couple of position battles that they're looking at. Of
oh,
course, they're looking at
absolutely.
the quarter. Of course, they're looking at quarterback. But I think they're looking at the cornerback position and things of that nature too.
Yeah. I mean, because you want to put the best tape out there, man. Because if you don't make it to the Falcons, man, another team might look at you and try to give you a shot, man. Because you can't
Mm-hmm.
be half stepping in this game. You got to put the best film. You got to put the best film out there to advertise your skill set. The key if you're going to be with the Falcons or any other 31 team in the NFL.
Y'all just, I love how y'all just transition. That was beautiful. I got it. Y'all just cashed in. Y'all just cashed in on the next topic. Y'all literally, we getting ready to open this up because I'm actually gonna drop the link for fans to come in. Look, when you come
Ryan, I
in,
can't hear you.
you can't hear me
I
now.
can I can hear him.
So here's the
Yeah,
thing. We're gonna try to have this
Then leave
thing
out and
out
come
here
back.
for the fans. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna drop the link for the fans to come in here. And this is a topic that we're gonna talk about because they literally just touched on this. We literally did. This is one of our last topics for the night, and then we're gonna go through our X factors and pretty much for this ball game that's coming. So I'm gonna drop this link in here. You want to tap in with us? Cool. If not, we definitely gonna still ride out. That's just how it's gonna go. So the
yeah.
link's in the chat. Pop in if you like. I'm gonna put it over here in X. But let's go ahead and talk about it, man. You have NFL players trying to get second chances at college football right now. That
I hate it.
to me is the most asinine thing that, and your camera's got to be on too, by the way, if you're gonna come in. I definitely will let you in, but we gotta rule. You gotta have your camera on because we definitely want everybody's opinion on this. But I'll bring you in, you bring up your camera for me, my guy. But I'll tell you like this. This is asinine at this point, y'all.
It to me, man, the whole thing. It's like a 22-year-old. It's like a 22-year-old trying to play freaking high school, trying to play high school ball. It's
I
like,
mean,
why would you wanna? Because I already know why they're doing it because of the money. NIL money. That's what it is. It's the money. I mean,
All right.
you actually don't play NFL football.
I'm a
Hey, son,
hold
you
up.
Got
hear me, bro?
drafted.
Hey, I'm gonna let you up for a sec because you just
Hey,
I saw.
no, no, I'm on PC, bro. I'm on the PC. I don't have a camera on my screen, bro. But
Okay.
shit, but hey, I wouldn't mind turning the camera on, bro. Listen, bro. One thing about it, bro, I'm gonna say it like this, bro. Like you said about Jack Scrim, bro. I watched the tape from the Colts game, right? You see how the 13 personnel that they was running on offense with the slip tight end screens and the slips the check downs to the running back when the edge was able to come off. You know what I'm saying? Like when Jack Scram was under pressure, he was able to dump the ball down, Cat Jones get upfield. You see what I'm saying? Bro, I
Yeah.
like that offensive scheme with our starters, bro, because if you look at the Browns from last year, bro, Harold Fanning, bro, that Harold Fanning, the tight end for the Browns, went crazy last year. He went
Yep.
he went crazy, and he don't have the tools that Kyle Pitts have. Kyle Pitts 6'6", 250, what, a 4'4"? You see what I'm saying? Then we bring Austin Hooper back. We should be good, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like even with James Pierce being out for 8 games, Jalen Walker, bro, we still had that was only 15 sacks out of 57, bro. We still got Christian Harry. We got to utilize that boy
No problem,
Caden
my guy.
Daniels and Harold
Hmm.
Perkins. We're gonna be straight, bro. Cause we got the best team in the division, bro. Carolina ain't going nowhere with Bryce Young. That ain't happening.
No, I definitely
I'm like,
appreciate you
I'm
tapping in
like,
with that.
why is a lot of people sliding Carolina? They gonna be tough out, man.
Nah,
Yeah, I mean,
Carolina good. Carolina good. They got Derrick Brown. They got J.C.
You got a
Horn.
lot of people.
They
but
good. They got Devin Lloyd. They good, but they don't have no quarterback. They
true.
quarterback, that nigga Bryce
No,
Young. The only way he can throw the ball downfield is if he
He be
do a
cutting up. He
bootleg.
be
Hey,
cutting us
Slam.
up. He be
Hey,
cutting
Yeah,
Slam.
us
So I
up.
got a
yeah, he
so
be cutting
Slam.
he
us up.
torched
No, we
us for
had
three
Raheem
con.
Morris.
Hey, Slam.
Raheem
So
Don't
Morris
here's the
matter because
trash.
question
still
I got
torched.
for you. Hey, hold on. So here's the question I got for you because this is a topic we talking about now, and I want
Yeah,
your opinion on this, my guy. So you
yeah.
got a lot of NFL players that's either getting cut or these kids are starting to quit. and then they're starting to try to go back to college. That's the topic we got, and I wanted everybody's opinion on this right here. How do
Yeah.
you feel about a lot of these guys trying to fight legally at this point to try to go back to college, not knowing that they could possibly get picked up from another squad or whatnot? This has been a problem
Yeah, yeah,
all
yeah.
across the NFL since cuts have happened. So what
Yeah,
do you
you
think
try,
about
like
this, man?
that's yeah. I don't like that. That's just like the that's just like the dude for Ole Miss. He just got cut. I forgot his name, but he really good though. He really good.
Yeah,
I forgot what
Daquan
is it?
Wright.
Yeah, Daquan Wright good. Cause I'm a Georgia Bulldog fan. I watched him last year. He really good. He's a vertical threat. You know what I mean? I don't know. I didn't even know that was possible. I didn't even know you could do that.
They
You know what I mean?
because the Big Ten, because this is what happened this week, y'all. The Big Ten and the ACC, the SEC finally jumped on board, but the Big Ten was the first that said they're not allowing players that have gone to training camps, that have
Yeah,
signed contracts, that have already given up that amateur status and played in the NFL. They're not letting people come in. And Greg Sankey pretty much sat on his hands until the Big Ten and other conferences did it, and then he jumped on board. And I think it was messed up how that happened.
No
But
problem.
right now, there are some legal battles that are going on. And a lot of these kids are trying to get back to college at this point. And I think that's going to hurt kids' future with even trying to get with other teams, even if they get cut at this point. You get what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. Yep.
So no, but I
Appreciate you.
definitely
You too.
I want to hear K Dub's side of this, man. So how do you feel about this, K Dub? Because I haven't heard any Falcon players doing it, even though we know cuts are coming, but we've seen it with um a lot of these a lot of these guys that want to play for Lane Kiffin. Tampa Bay had one last week too, one of their edge rushers, and he was slated to make the team. Your Mike went out again.
It to me, man, it just sounds ridiculous, man. Why would you want to get to the highest pinnacle, which is the NFL, then go back down to college?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's like, especially if you don't graduate it already,
I
because you're gonna
guess
be a
that.
luck.
Guess what? Guess what, bro? I ain't mean to cut you off, Shouter, but I really feel like them niggas trying to go get that NIL money,
Whoa,
bro.
whoa, watch that word.
Oh yeah, my
I
fault,
ain't
my
even.
fault,
Oh
my
yeah, I
fault,
just caught
my
it.
fault,
Yeah,
my
so
fault,
my
my fault.
bad. I didn't explain it to you because it's your first time coming in, Slam.
Yeah,
We don't
yeah,
you like you can say damn hell, you can say
yeah.
ass here and there, but like we try to like the cuss words you hear
I
on
got you,
TV.
bro. I got you, bro.
Yeah,
I
and
got
we
you. I
don't
got
use the
you.
N word in here, but I get
I
where you
got you. I
coming
got
from.
you.
I
Yeah,
respect the
yeah, yeah.
passion, my guy.
Yeah. Hey, I feel like them boy. I feel like them boy trying to like, cause you gotta think about like Daquan Wright. And he got cut. You know what I mean? He like, dang, why would I sit out and try to get picked up by another team, even though I got the talent when I could go back to college and make more money? You see what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like he feel like he go to college and make money out of NIL because college will pay him if it's permissible for him to go. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I feel like that's in their minds about the money. Well, all he gotta do is stay down. He gonna get picked up regardless, bro. You gonna even if
Because
you gotta
Daquan
ride
Wright is
free.
a bad boy.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
I'm
fine.
not
he
even gonna
is.
He
lie to you.
fine. They going right, fine, boy. He
Yeah,
Well,
fine.
and
the key thing is how much are they offering him in the college ranks? Because he only getting offered thousands in probably in the NFL, but
Exactly.
some of these colleges are
College gonna
offering
pay
like
him a
$2-3 million deals.
Yeah.
That what I'm
exactly.
saying is we're just opening up Pandora's box. You just
th-
open it up. Those schools, those big time Power Fives will be changing their mind and changing their stance, even though historians say they came out and said they weren't with it. Okay, let the other guys come back and start getting these guys the 3, 4, 5 stars that came out early, didn't get make the team, and then they, you know what I'm saying? Guys gonna be taking the money, man. I mean, we're in a new era of football. It's not
Yes.
like it's not like when I played or my uncle played or my granddaddy played. It's a new age of football, and now we got guys going back if they don't make the team.
Yeah,
but here's
fact.
the thing, though.
And he,
Here's the thing, though. If they do that, the NFL probably gonna come with a rule. If you do that, you can't be no higher than a third or fourth round pick.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
I
something
mean,
for you that
they
everybody
probably
not
will
gonna
put some
talk about.
parameters around it.
I
Go ahead,
say this.
honestly.
No. I was gonna say no. You're right, K Dub. But here's my parameters. If you get cut from a team, you got two other leagues that you can actually play in. You either go Canada, that's one,
Or the
or you go to the
UFL.
USFL at this point, unless you're gonna play arena ball. You got three options here. Now, They got leagues overseas still, but at the same time, it's not like over here. You still can find a way to play. But if you're looking to try to get that money on, hey, at this point, if you're not a high round draft pick or you don't get picked up or earn a contract, Canada is an option and the USFL is an option at this point just to get film on yourself for these
Yeah,
ball clubs.
because I do agree with K Dub, man. If you open up this, it's just gonna be ridiculous. And then
I mean,
everybody gonna be like, it gonna be like, well, if I ain't make it in the NFL, I can go back in college and then get redrafted and try to get either a higher stock or whatever to get more money, guaranteed money, like a higher draft pick, and it's just gonna cause so much
and
chaos and anarchy.
Yeah.
I mean, just it's just like how Indiana did what they did. I mean, once somebody does it and is successful with it, all it takes is somebody to win using that formula, going to get guys that they make the roster, and then everybody else is going to want to do it. Then the
Oh,
Georgias,
absolutely.
the Floridas, and everybody else are like, man, I got to get on board. I got to get me a guy too. So
And
you know what I'm
and the
saying?
funny thing, Kirby said earlier this week in the press conference, Kirby Smart talked about it. He said, we're not going to do that. He said, because what you're going to do is mess up this pipeline that you have of recruiting, and you're going to have kids that are going to leave because you're bringing back guys that just didn't do well. And
Yeah,
Kirby
fact.
explains to all of his players, and it's not just him, Kalen DeBoer said it, and many others. Half of y'all not even going to make the league. It's just a reality. You can be great All Americans, but half of y'all are not going to make the league. And then not just making the league, you also have to look at the fact that you could be great here, but when you get on this level, everybody is great, even the scrubs. Even the scrubs. So, and think about this: Kirby was an All-American safety at Georgia. I'm just using this as an example. He couldn't even make the special team squad, and he was an All-American.
And if you
Let
go
that
look at his
marinate.
tape, bro, that boy Kirby used to be hitting, catching picks and everything.
Facts.
Home was fire. Kirby was
So,
fire. He was
so
fire.
when you
I
have
think
guys that are All-Americans that can't make it, and I'm not just saying him, but it's been across the whole spectrum, and guys can't make it, like he said, you got to prepare for life once this game is done. That's
Yeah.
what you got to prepare for. Your
yeah,
uniform's gonna be up a little bit quicker.
Yeah, but
I just
yeah,
think kids need to
Kirby was.
realize how important it is. Go ahead, Kato.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just throwing out there that Kirby was a very good player because me and Kirby is the exact same age. You know, I seen his whole career because we graduated the same year, and Kirby just wasn't fast, but he had everything else. He's a very
Mm-hmm.
cerebral and smart player. Like that's why he's a coach, but he just didn't have the speed that he
I
needed.
Yeah, I just think kids need to realize, man, understand that you want to get financially secure and help your family. Nobody is knocking that, but if you don't think you don't have to work when you get up to the next level and you think you're a 3 or 4, 5 star recruit, and then you get drafted and then things don't go no way, you think you can just do this like the transport portal in the NFL? It doesn't work that way.
Man,
The
you gotta put that work
NFL
in,
is
bro.
exactly. This is why they called it the professional football. You have to
Yeah,
become a professional, man.
yeah.
So
Just like
and all,
I ain't mean to cut
no,
you
go
off.
ahead.
My fault. I ain't mean to cut you off, bro. Hey, look, that prime example, Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson came in the league, averaging 2 points a game. You see what I'm saying? He wasn't getting no play time or nothing. Look at him now. He put that work in off the field. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He put that work in off the field. You got to keep scribing because, like you said, Daquan Wright is really good. If you go look at his tape, he torched the Bulldogs last year in the playoffs. Him and Scribbling, they
And it
torched us, bro.
wasn't. And here's the thing. And it wasn't just in that championship. You got to
Nah,
go
it was in
back
the
to when
regular
they played
season
in
too.
Athens. He was
Yeah, in the
getting
regular, he
up.
was torching us, bro.
And here's the thing. And Graybeard can attest to this. He was one of the guys because see, I picked out Harold Fanning last year, and I said if
Harold
we can
Fanning
get
good.
him, yeah,
Harold Fanning
Harold
good.
Fanning got robbed of the excuse me, he got robbed of the tight end award, the Mackey Award, because of the fact that he came out of Bowling Green. If he'd
Man,
have been at
home
any
Exactly,
fire.
other school,
exactly,
if he'd
Yeah,
have been at
exactly.
any other school, he
but
would have had won that hands down. No disrespect to the cat that won it out of Penn State, but he wasn't on Harold Fanning level. He
nah. Harold
nice.
Fanning
If
built
Har-
different.
if
Harold Fanning built different.
Harry Fanning was on any power conference school
I'm,
like Ohio State,
I'm a
Georgia, even
give you this.
Clemson,
He could
he
have
would
been a
have been
top 10 pick.
he
Harold
would have been a top
Fanning.
15 pick.
Yeah, facts.
Harold Fanning is what Kyle Pitts needs to be.
Exactly.
Y'all want to know what Kyle
I knew
Pitts
you
is
were gonna
supposed
throw
to
that
be?
in there.
No, yeah, I'm gonna throw that in there because I don't give a damn what you say. 2 years ain't enough. Underachieved. Yes, you got your money, but guess what? That's because people have expectations. The game that Harold Fanning plays with is the same game that Kyle Pitts plays with. The difference is
Exactly.
Fanning actually is just a better blocker. But when you talk about what they can do physically, it's damn near the same.
Hey, that's why.
Let's be
That's
real.
why. That's why I like Stefanski. Because listen, Tommy Reese and Stefanski run 13 personnel, bro, with the
Yep.
dual tight end sets. Bro, they gonna involve the tight end, and okay, this how you know Zach Robinson is trash. I got a 6'6", 250-pound tight end run a 4-4. Can't nobody guard him one-on-one. Can't nobody guard, and I got the best back in the league. I could use play action, get it to my tight end, and I got Drake London on the outside. It's no way, bro. Look how Kevin Stefanski utilized Harold Fanning with basically nothing last year. Man, Harold Fanning was eating last year, bro.
But I'm gonna give you this though, family. Here's something else that most people don't realize what we got in this room. Like, we know we got Charlie Warner, we got Hoop back. I've been preaching on this boy since South Carolina. He was one of my
that boy,
Josh
Simeon.
I've been preaching on Josh Simon since he came out of Western Kentucky.
Joshua Simon.
Simon. Yeah.
Hey man, shout out to our boy Turbo, Mr. Run It Back in the chat. Hey, magnificent Birdcage family. Hey, look, hey, Slam. That's our boy Turbo. That's part of the Birdcage family. That's one thing he gonna do is pop out, man. Me and Turbo are literally, I'm not gonna be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. We say he gotta prove it to us. Everybody else been riding the unicorn.
That's what I'm saying, Shawty. I'm talking about like when you look at his skills, like I'm gonna tell you another thing I don't like about Kyle Pitts too. He plays soft. Cause like in the Bronco game, when they threw the ball to him in the flat, right? It's him versus a DB. Bro, if I'm 6'6", man, I'm finna run this dude over, bro. I'm finna run this dude.
Can you say that again for me?
Huh?
Hey man.
Y'all know he play
like a prima donna.
Yeah, no, I'm saying. My fault.
When he played against Tampa, let's be real. No. Everything that you're saying, we've been saying. I've been saying this for a minute.
Yeah.
I'm just laughing because it's somebody else outside of me. You know what? I don't ever give people this because this is my moniker. But today, I'm gonna dub you the temporary bad guy of the day.
He got a temporary bad guy today. Yeah, bro. But
look, I'm the bad guy in here normally, but you know what?
But get what though, Shout? Did real talk. Kyle Pitts, bro. Like sometimes, like okay, when he one-on-one with a defender, and the dude might be like what 6'2", 6'1". You know what I mean? He might be a DB, a corner, bro. He always break down his feet. Like he trying to fake him out and juke him. Man, just run straight through him. Straight through them extra 3-4 yards we need every play. You know what I mean? Or try to run around him and stiff arm him.
But here's the problem we also had too. Because a lot of people laughed at me when I said Josh Simon was a bad boy. I said he's still around. It's put it this way: when Austin Hooper retires, because it's coming, he's on a short-term deal if the Falcons don't extend him. Simon gonna be Kyle Pitts' running mate. At this point, they signed Pitts at this point. So, look, at first, I've been saying that's his replacement, but now I got to say that's gonna be his running mate. I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you. It's coming.
Yeah.
But I'll just tell you this, man. At this point, I think the Falcons have a chance to really do something this season. But the question is, can we get two things? If the offensive line isn't right in pass protection on that right side, as I keep preaching, been preaching for years, you're not going to win the division. You ain't getting in the playoffs because that side is very critical because we got a blind side for two quarterbacks on this. Now, Strand is right-handed, so he can avoid that. But even on some plays, if he's in, he's not going to be able to avoid and step up every time because you have elite pass rushers that are going to shift from one side to the other because they're going to pick on the weak sister. That's just what we say.
That's why we need Jawan Taylor to step up and be who he's supposed to be. You know what I
Look,
mean?
I gotta
Caleb
I
y'all
gotta
McGarry
keep
tell
messed
talking
you
us
about
up.
something.
Jawan Taylor. You need to
You know
worry
what?
about Jake Matthews, man. That
I'm gonna
man,
tell you right now,
he
Jawan Taylor
a
coming off.
Jake Matthews
stepchild.
gonna give out any second, ain't it?
Now I'm sitting. Hey, look, you heard it here first.
Hey,
I'm worried about the other side. I'm worried
hey,
about the other
I gotta
side.
give. Hey,
He
hold
been
on.
hanging in for a long time, boy.
Hey,
I
man.
mean, but Father Time is undefeated, and what I've seen as of late, the last game of the season, last couple games of the season, and at training camp and at Saturday Night Lights, getting whipped like a stepchild, man.
Man, he
I
definitely
give you
going to
this
Hall of
though.
Fame though. He should go to the
I'm
Hall
gonna
of
tell
Fame
you.
though.
I'm gonna be 100
He
with you on
might
this.
do, but I'm saying just
He's gonna, and when he retires, I'm telling you what's gonna happen.
he's
They're gonna
struggling with that
probably
bull
kick
rush.
out. I keep saying this. They're gonna kick Bergeron back out to his normal spot because remember, Bergeron is a natural tackle. He learned how to play guard when he came here, and has
Facts,
been
you right,
doing well
you
at
right.
it.
Yeah, cause we drafted him out of Syracuse. You right,
Exactly.
you
So
right, you
Yeah,
right.
when you got a guy that can as versatile, he's a Swiss Army knife. He can play guard and tackle. You already got Chris Lindstrom. You still are trying to figure out who's going to start, whether it's going to be Neisel or it's going to be Brockemeyer at that center position. And
Yeah.
like you say, who's going to be the one to step up? I
Like
keep
that boy
telling people
Rock,
Riley Malman is nasty.
that
I
boy.
keep
Oh,
telling
we
people that's the undrafted free agent out of Wisconsin, and
yeah.
he been holding his own.
Like that boy we got from Ohio State. He like his physical set, his tools, like the I can't Ethan dude. He like
Yeah,
like
you talking
six.
about Onawina.
Yeah. He like 6'6", him or that boy Sam Robert. What his dude name? Roberts. The other dude.
Yeah,
I think Sam Roberts the D tackle we had last year, but the dude named Roberts that we got from Alabama. The nigga we just signed for Alabama. Excuse my language. But the dude we signed for Alabama. I feel like
mm-hmm.
if anything, instead of putting them at the tackle, like you said, keep Bergeron out to the tackle and put the swing them inside. Cause it ain't that much room for error in the inside. You already a big body. You see what I'm
Yep.
saying? Guard
And
is
that's gonna
easier
be
to play
hard
than
for a
tackle,
defender
bro.
to be able to blitz.
Exactly. Guard is easier to play than tackle, bro. You know what I
Yep,
mean?
because it's a lot that's being covered up on the inside. That's the part that people don't talk about.
Exactly. And you a big
So,
body, so you feel me?
but here's the other thing, man. And then we got to slide. And then we got to slide. I'll just say this, man. The next thing that's getting ready to happen is pretty much we got to figure out what's going to be. We got to figure out what's going to be the next move when it comes to okay. How are you going to use Zach Branch in this offense? Because you got Jahan Dotson, who everybody is saying that's been doing pretty well, but you got Branch that's going to be on the field as well. I'm going to be honest with you. I need to see more of Chris Blair in this offense.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something else. Big dog. Get what? Chris Blair, that boy
yeah, Blair
Drummy.
Ness.
I've been preaching about him and
Hey,
Hodge
Drummy
together.
was good too now. In the preseason game, Drummy, Blair, and the boy Wells, they good. Get what though? And that boy Vinny, the dude we got for Wisconsin. But I'm gonna tell you something, bro. Zachariah Branch is gonna be our secret, bro. Him in the slot. Let Dotson be our two. Let Dotson be our two. But ain't nobody gonna be able to stop Branch in the slot, bro. We need to match him up against linebackers and safety.
But here's
We
the
need to
scary
line him
part
up
about
against.
Branch. Go ahead, K-Dub. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I mean I'm listening to him. I mean I'm with him. He got me hyped. Talk about Zach Branch. How we gonna use him? So I just think we're gonna use Zach Branch in so many ways. They got so many plays for him. It's like it'll be like a little toy for Christmas. So
Yeah.
he
And
gonna he
and
gonna
I'm
be he gonna be
and,
using all kind of facets.
and the reason I say you got Blair because Blair's a 4-3 guy, and people don't really understand that. Came out of Prairie View A&M, him and Kadero Hodge, who I hated to see we got rid of.
Oh, Kadero
You know,
Hodge, I liked him, bro. Oh
but here's the
man.
thing. And on this show, we support HBCUs on this show as well, by the way. All us on this panel are Georgia fans. We got a Tennessee fan in the cut, but we
We
forgive
ain't
him
gonna
for
get
that.
all that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, and I tell people all the time, I say it's a lot of those diamonds out there because those two really could ball. And I'm not saying just being receivers, they are football players because they both made critical plays on special teams since they've been here. As well
Hey.
as go ahead.
I ain't mean to cut you off, big dog. I'm gonna tell you something, bro. Listen, bro. Kadero Hodge, Bro, Holmes is so good on special teams. He make plays, he make hits, and not only that, every time we did throw him at wide receiver, I didn't understand why we ain't throwing the ball because I ain't never recall him dropping the pass when he
No,
did
when
get the
he was
ball
called
thrown
on,
to
he
him.
really didn't have any drops. If we
He
gonna be
didn't have
honest,
any
and,
drop
and
exactly. Like
and guess where he is right now? By the
I
way,
think he in Tampa Bay ain't he?
nope, he's with the San
San
Francisco 49ers.
Francisco. He went with Raheem Morris.
And I'm trying to tell you, and the scary part about it is this: you got Chris Blair, you had Hodge at the time, but you got Dotson. Vinny is decent, but he don't move me. I'm just gonna be real with you on that. Drummond is Drummond.
Vinny won't
I'm
make the
tough
team.
on it.
Vinny won't make the
team,
53.
but Vinny gonna make the team, but he don't move me. I gotta see a little bit more. Just gonna be real.
I don't think Vinny make the
Drummond,
team. I think they
Drummond,
take Cass Jones over Vinny.
yeah, I'm taking Cass Jones over Vinny, but Drummond at this point, Drummond is up and down. You love him one week and then you hate him the next week.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm just looking at it from that standpoint, but I really believe that we have pieces to do something nice, but I don't think that it's really going to change too much of anything at this point.
Hey,
I'm gonna tell you, see how the season plays out.
I'm gonna tell you something though, bro. Real talk, bro. Bro,
What's
we can
going
go
on?
as far as we want, bro. Because when you look at the roster, bro, this is the most depth we ever had, bro. This is the most depth we ever had on both sides of the ball, bro. Bro, I'm 41 years old, bro. I've been a Falcon fan forever, bro. I'm from the West Side, bro. I stay literally 3 minutes away from the BN Stadium. Bro, this is the most depth the Falcons ever had. We can go as far as we want as long as our quarterback can manage to not turn the ball over and sustain drives, bro. That's it, bro.
I'm gonna tell
That's
you like
all
this,
we gotta do, bro.
I'm gonna give it to you like this, fam. So when you talk about it, I keep telling people like this: we still have too many holes right now before we start really trying to be a championship team. Yes,
like
we
where
have
though?
some
Like
depth.
where?
Hear me out.
Yeah.
Think about it. We still trying to figure out this offensive line situation.
Yeah, they're right tackle. You're right. They're right tackle.
Outside
Yeah.
of the right tackle spot.
And the left tackle.
Oh yeah, and the left
tackle.
tackle.
So here's the thing. I'm gonna give you this here.
You're right.
Now
Right,
you gotta
gang.
figure this out. You got two rookie linebackers in Daniels and Perk, and then you got Christian Harris. You got guys that have dealt with some things in their careers but haven't been consistent. So we have to see what they're gonna do. We don't have a true defensive tackle, bro. Carlos Alexander
Hey, look.
is on
That's
point.
and get what? That's another thing right there. See, that's that, bro. Listen, bro. I've been a Falcon fan since I came out my mama, bro. But listen, but we ain't never had a D tackle, boy. Never.
And the last true D tackle we had
the
was Grady Jarrett.
The Tar Pole, all right.
Grady Jarrett was the only thing we really had.
Grady wasn't a D tackle. He was playing out of position, fam.
Yeah, he was playing out of position. We had Rod Coleman back in the days.
Yep.
But we ain't never had no dominant just D tackle, bro.
Yeah, we ain't never had no just dominant. We ain't had that now.
No, we ain't never had that, bro.
I would love to have a nasty D tackle.
You asking? I'm giving you this here because we had a chance to draft Byron Murphy, Jalen Carter. We all know what happened with that situation. You still also had a couple of D tackles, and all the D tackles we had a chance to draft, they all got paid this year.
And we could have got Jordan Davis. Oh my God, bro.
So
we could have got Jordan Davis.
And look, another one that we could have got was Zeke Biggers, 6'8", 300 and something pounds.
Come on, bro. But I do like the Mason Smith pickup. I do like the because he's just a big body.
Up, man?
The Son Hand good too though. The Son Hand, the Son
so
Hand
here's
good.
the thing, bro. When I say we're missing pieces, that's what I mean when I say we're missing pieces. We don't have a consistent number 2 at cornerback right now. We don't.
Oh, Mike Hughes gotta go. Mike Hughes gotta go. Mike Hughes should have been gone last year, bro.
That is what I'm getting at when we talk about with this ball club and what we have on this team. You still have a lot of issues that have to be addressed before we can really become a championship team. We have good players, but we still have holes we need to fix.
And guess what, bro? And like you said, you said, bro, this how you know, like Raheem Morris, bro, he's so bad, bro. Last year he started Mike Hughes over Kobe Bryant, bro. If you watch that Tampa Bay game, you watched that Tampa Bay game when we won the second time. Kobe Bryant started. even though Mike Evans was kind of doing his thing on Kobe, but he was contesting every catch he made. You gotta accept that, bro. That's Mike Evans. You see what I'm saying?
So
Kobe
so
Bryant is
before we
way
shut,
better than Mike Hughes, bro. I'm
so
telling
Slam.
you.
So
Yeah.
before we get to, like I said, before we get to the last part of the show, I got to welcome my man James in the building. What's up,
Oh yeah,
James?
my
Welcome, welcome.
fault. Yeah.
Hey
Man, what's
James,
going
good.
on,
Yeah.
man?
Appreciate it. We love the energy, man. We definitely love
Yeah.
the energy.
Yeah, we love the
What's
energy, Slam.
Yeah,
That
bro.
real
Come
A
on, man.
town, that real
That
A
real,
town.
hey man, that
When your
real,
camera get
hey,
right, look.
that real call your part, man. You know, Martin King, man. You hear me?
Hey, when your
I hear,
hey,
I
when your
hear it
camera
now.
get, hey, when your camera get right, dog, we got you, big bro.
Oh
We
yeah,
got you.
yeah. See, I got a camera. Like, see, right now, like I'm on my PC, bro. I'm on the. I don't have a monitor. I run my TV. I run it on my TV, so I ain't got no
Nah,
camera,
it's
bro.
all good.
But I
But
get in it. I get in here with y'all. If I gotta subscribe or join up, I gotta pay a
yeah,
little something to join up. You know
just
what I
hit the
mean? I
subscribe.
get in
Hey,
there.
so James, before I let you cook, my guy, this is what we do every Sunday. Like I said, tomorrow, because we got a game, do a pregame show,
Yeah,
halftime analysis, post-game show. Always do this on every game day, and we're live every Thursday. So tap in with us, man. We're
yeah,
here
for
every
sure, bro.
week.
Tap in, tap in.
We do
Yeah, bro.
interview. We do an interview segment called On the Perch. We have former Falcon players on here, have former athletes from different sports to come through here and
Yeah,
holler at us in the off season and
I
during
done
the
seen
season.
you on I done seen you, you know, I be over there with the Dixon Way and what's the name with the Hawks? I
Oh,
forgot
talking
the
about
nigga name.
Demond.
Oh, you
Demond,
talking
yeah,
about
I done seen you on
week
that,
off
yeah.
We
TV?
saw
Yeah,
Hawks.
Hawk TV.
That's my cousin, bro.
I seen the historian on both of them channels before, yeah.
I
Yeah, yeah.
appreciate you,
Yeah,
my brother. James,
yeah.
what you got for us tonight, man?
I'm just going with the flow. Wherever y'all got, I'm rolling with it.
We finna
Yeah.
roll into the next part of the show, and this is something we haven't done in a minute, but we getting ready to start this thing back up. We got what we call, ladies and gentlemen, we have the X factors. Y'all sit back and relax. We're gonna take a quick break while we bring in the X factors.
X Factors.
So this is gonna be one of the last parts of the show that we have. We always have X factors who we pick out during the game. One offensive player, defensive player, or special teams. You get two. So who are gonna be the X factors this week, James? You just came in, my guy. I want you to go ahead and go. I know, I know you've been anxiously waiting. So what you got for us this week, and why are you picking the X factors? What you got?
uh, my X Factors is this week that I'm gonna be watching is Christian Harris and Chris Blair, and
Chris Blair, yeah.
it's a particular reason that I'm watching them too closely because with Christian Harris,
Mm-hmm.
y'all just mentioned, you know, Daniels and Perkins has been stepping up to the plate.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be very valuable to see what they do with their middle linebacker position and second slot to see who's gonna get that nod at the end. So I'm gonna be watching Christian Harrison real closely to see how he plays in this game. And Chris Blair, because for the simple fact it is, I think they pretty set on their first four. Who's gonna be that fifth receiver, that
Mm.
sixth receiver? Or if they decide to keep that much into it, because you got Zachariah Branch that's coming along very well. You still got Zacchaeus, Jahan Dotson, and Drake. So you know you got to at least keep 5 to 6 wide receivers on the roster. So I'm gonna be looking at Chris Blair, and I'm gonna have to slash it. 1A, 1B on the receiver drumming too.
Hmm. No, I understand. And I'll tell you the honest to God truth at that point, man. I think you do have some good ties. But see, I know you're gonna pick your Alabama boy. I see how you doing it. That's why look, that's an Alabama fan down there. So I know you're gonna show some love to your boy. Cause you know your boy Tua right now ain't looking too good.
Ah.
But I
The
but I
thing,
did but I but I did play devil's advocate for him earlier, James, because I said Most people don't realize that he's a timing quarterback. It's been like that his whole career, from snaps to routes. It's just he'll improvise when he has talent around him and he can. But for the most part, he's a timing quarterback. And if you throw it off, he
Mhm.
struggles. But if he own, it's hard to stop
Hey,
him.
that boy Tua very accurate though. I ain't gonna lie. That
Facts.
boy very
When he
accurate,
on
boy.
time, he on
That boy
time.
is accurate, bro. Hey, I'm gonna
And,
say this. Hey, I'm gonna say this. I ain't gonna cut you out, bro. I'm gonna go out what he said. James said some real stuff. Christian Harris, cause you want to see what Christian Harris could do, cause we know what he did in Houston, but can he play at that level now? Like when he first came in the league, cause I ain't gonna lie, that boy Daniels, hey, he's 6'5", 240. I might need him in the middle of the field. You feel me?
Well, Daniels was a safety at Oklahoma State before he converted to being a
Yup,
linebacker
at
at
Oklahoma, exactly,
Oklahoma.
exactly.
Yeah, that.
mhm.
So who next? Historian, you
Hey,
or
you know what? We got the guests going. So Slam,
okay, go.
you get two players. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter what side of the ball.
yeah.
You get two players, just like
You get
James.
offensive and defensive player.
Or you
Oh,
can name a special teams player. It don't matter.
Okay,
it's about X factor for this game coming up,
yeah.
right?
Who you think
Yeah, this game
has a
coming up.
good game?
I want to see that boy Carlos Allen, man. Carlos Allen, the defensive tackle. Carlos
Okay.
Allen, and on offense, man. I really don't know, man. I want to see Tua have a good game, man. I want to see him fumbling the ball, man. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna take
That's a
him.
good one. I mean, that's a good one. We want
I
to
want
see.
to
I
see.
can't
I
be
want to
mad
see
at you for
Tua do
saying that.
better. I want to see Tua, but I know Carlos Allen been balling. I think he undrafted out of Houston. He been
Yep.
if number
And he
79. He been balling.
he from the west side. He went to Dub.
Oh, I ain't even know he from the West
Yeah,
Side.
he from the Dub. He
Hey,
went to
look,
Dub.
that's why you like him.
Oh yeah. I ain't know Shouter from the spot, man. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
he went to he a Astro. He a
So
former Astro.
you know he gonna play with a little more edge than the other dudes because he really from here. You see what
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm
yeah, yeah.
saying?
That's a good. That's a good. That's a good pick. That's a good pick, though.
You got
Yeah,
two
it
good
is.
picks on that. K Dub, who you got, man?
Oh man, I got on the offense. I got Cash Jones. I want to see if you want to fight and get on this roster if he hasn't been selected yet. See what he got in the see if he got any more cash in the bank. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
on defense, I just want to see more of he just talked about him, Mr. Kenyon Daniels. I want to see if he want to take that position and run with it and lead that team out there in the linebacker core. Even though you
Mm-hmm.
got Agent Zero, I just feel like he wants to lead this room. He's coming in with big cojones, and he got some big shoulders, and I'm ready to see what this guy got, man. I really like his play. I like his speed. I like the conversion from
Safety.
safety to
Yeah,
linebacker. I
fast,
just like
fast.
everything about him, man. He's like a
Yeah,
heat-seeking missile out there. So
yeah.
I just want to stay healthy. I want to see more of him. And then on the offense, I want to see more Cash Jones. See if these guys, it's like these battles at the end of the roster. If these guys are going to make it onto the roster, and see these camp battles and who's going to make the team and who really wants. That's what I really want to see.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie,
So
bro. They can't get rid of Cad though, bro. Cash is a. I'm gonna go ahead and then I'm gonna let historian go, bro. I'm gonna
You
comment on
already
what he said. Hey, historian, I just want to comment on what he said, bro. Cash Jones is a football player, bro. Like he's a
yeah.
real football player. There's no way
I
we
don't
should let him
argue
go,
that.
bro. Yeah, he's a
I don't
football
argue
player,
that at
bro.
all.
He gonna do
We
whatever
look
he got to do to help the team, bro. In any aspect,
and
special team, running back, whatever.
at this point, with Cash doing what he's been doing is making Georgia look bad with underutilizing him. That's all I say.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
fact.
I
Yeah.
can't say it too crazy because you've had great running backs in front of you. Kenny McIntosh, Nate Frazier has been in front of you. You got Chauncey Bowens. So he's been playing fiddle to a lot of guys that
Yeah,
And,
yeah,
have
and,
been in
yeah.
and
front of him.
now
So
he got Bijan Robinson in front
and
of him.
now
So
you
you
got
just
And
go.
Brian
Bijan in front of
Robinson.
you.
And Tyler Goodson.
I mean,
So all I'm saying is,
that's why he fits
so
because he's already been behind great players and he knows how to still make himself be effective on the
And
field.
that makes him better too, though. That makes him better too, because he's around these good
yeah.
players. You know what I
I'm
mean?
I'm gonna go ahead and give you somebody that I'd like to see have a good game. Like I said, I already been rooting for him, but I'm gonna change mine up. I got Tyler Goodson this week.
Yeah,
Goodson is
Okay.
another Atlanta kid.
yeah,
You know what I mean? From the crib, played at Iowa up under Kirk Ferentz. He's pretty much getting ready to cement that third running back position.
yeah,
I'd like to see him continue to have great success on the field as well as producing in the pass blocking game. Because if you pay attention to it, he protected Jack Strand's backside a couple of times where Strand should have been tackled. So that's what I'm with him. On defense, I got to go with Cameron Sample. Cam Sample, another
Yeah,
That's a
Atlanta
another
guy.
good pick. That's a
another
great pick.
hometown kid. Yeah,
Another
another hometown.
hometown. Another
Yeah.
hometown.
I think he had a
And
sack
Cam,
last game too.
yes, he did. And
Yeah.
Cam Sample just got here from
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati,
Yeah,
but he's
fact.
played with the 49ers. He's been in the league for a little bit, but he's a hometown guy.
Yeah.
So for me, I need those guys to step up and ball out. That's what I need at this point. You get
Yeah,
what I'm
fact.
saying?
For sure.
So those are my X factors for this ball game coming up. Definitely, this is gonna be interesting or whatnot. Like I said, we have shows after games, as you know. But before we get to that, man, before I shut this thing down, we're gonna take one more quick commercial break. Y'all sit back and relax, man. We got you covered. Let's go. The Birdcage LLC looks to do it again. We got the Falcons Steelers watch party September the 13th, 2026. What location do you say? At Dave & Buster's in Marietta, Georgia.
Now hand me about 4 or 5 little biscuits. I sure am hungry.
On the game day menu, there will be sliders, wings, fries, bottomless non-alcoholic drinks, but we also have a cash bar for those who want to get their drink on, and also we have a full-fledged menu with waiters and waitresses that are going to take your orders. Also, we have on the ones and twos DJ Swats in the building. We're going to have former ball players to come through to the party. Your ticket also registers you for a raffle giveaway. Hey, we got to hit this thing hard like we hit the Saints. Make sure you get your tickets. You don't want to miss. You know how we get down.
You either get right or you get left. Go.
Hey, those tickets are flying faster than these lotto tickets out here, man. Y'all go ahead and jump on this here. We got a party happening September the 13th. Some former players are going to pop in, stop by. We're going to have live shows just like we do right now. But we're also going to have some prize giveaways, have a DJ, photo booth, food. We got a lot of stuff that we're going to be doing, man. So if you're not getting a ticket, man, you cheating yourself. Stop cheating yourself. Treat yourself. Come out, hang out with the Birdcage and the magnificent Birdcage crew and extended family that's going to be there. So we got a little something for y'all. James, James, let the folks know where they can find you at on your podcast, my guy, please.
You can mainly find me on the eye test on Wednesdays with Winston Thornton and usually John Harris. And you go on around 10 Eastern at night. You can catch it every Wednesday on YouTube. If I had a link, I would put it down there. But that's where you mainly catch me at.
Man, it's all good because a lot of people here, y'all can check them out. Like I said, on YouTube, the eye test. Definitely. If you're up late, that's for the late crew because they be on 2-3 hours. Sometimes they be 4. Hey, listen, that's for the late night folks. Overnight workers, hey, they definitely do the damn thing over there. So we appreciate you, James. I got to get you to come back because Georgia Bama this year. You got to come up in here.
Oh, you already know what's going on. Hey, Jay, you know what's going
here.
on. You know what's going on. Belt.
Hit that up,
Giving out belt, Jay. I'm sorry, Jay.
Man, look.
You done cut the light on. Don't cut the light on.
Man, look.
Turn off
Man,
the
look.
light.
Let me tell you this, bro, man. We got that quarterback on deck, bro. I ain't
talking
worried
about
about
that Keelan Russell.
Keelan Russell is a good. Here's the thing. Yeah. That man ain't played one down yet, and y'all already calling him the second coming of Joe Namath. He got
I'm a Bama fan.
No, don't get it twisted. I think he's a good quarterback, but let's keep this a buck. He ain't take a college snap officially yet. So when
He took a couple last year. He took a couple last year.
I think
late games.
He played in
late
Indiana
games.
game.
But the game was out of hand when he took it. I'm talking about when the bullets is live, James. You know everybody, James. We talking about these boys that's trying to get these extra NIL deals for their Hellcats, they side baby mamas, and all this here. Come on, man. It's different.
I'm not worried. I think he's
I
gonna
know
do
you ain't.
well.
Listen,
But I ain't gonna call him the second coming of Joe Namath. I ain't doing that. I ain't
Ah!
hey, no,
doing that. You know,
it's
I'm
some
a
other
real
Bama
Bama
fan.
fan.
Look, it's some other Bama fans I know that I've talked to, and I've had to hear that mess. And I said, okay. I said, we'll see. I said, that's all
Yeah.
I'm gonna say is we'll see. Because
What?
I said,
And
I'm telling you now, because don't let him fold against us. Because I'm not letting y'all. I'm not saying you, but the ones that I've had to hear from, I'm not letting your ass off the hook. I'm letting you know that
And one
now.
thing I can say though, Georgia and Bama gonna be 1 and 2 at the top of the
Oh,
division though.
facts.
Them facts.
Y'all going to the playoffs this year,
Georgia and
James.
Bama
I'm
definitely
calling that
going to the
now. Y'all
playoffs.
going
yeah,
there
They
with
yeah.
definitely
Georgia.
going to the playoffs though. They definitely going to the playoffs though.
They just in the
Yeah,
squad here. This squad here got a whole new attitude because everybody writing them off. So
Bama still Georgia and
it
Bama
Look,
gonna
is.
always
if
have the
you
best talent.
listen, you got a better chance of writing the Falcons off right now than you do got Bama. I
Oh
know
yeah,
y'all
for
gonna be
Yeah,
sure.
mad when I say that,
Yeah,
but
for
it's the
sure.
truth.
Yeah,
Look,
them
yeah.
facts.
as much as
Yeah,
I hate to say that, it's the
yeah.
truth.
It's the truth.
Because
Bama always got top tier talent, bro.
Yeah, yeah, they gonna
exactly.
pull in. They gonna pull in
They gonna
outstanding talent.
yeah, they gonna always have that. It ain't no
Yeah.
way around that.
It just the thing is what's critical this year. The boy got his quarterback. He doesn't have a Nick Saban quarterback no more. He has his quarterback.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So
So you want to see how that go? You know what I
see
mean?
how
Yeah,
that go.
Because
yeah,
remember,
yeah,
he
yeah.
inherited Michael Penix Jr. too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
people
did.
people
Yeah.
don't
He
want to talk
did.
like that. He didn't get him out of high school.
You right. He might be
He
great with the
inherited
quarterback because
Penix.
he was the head coach at Washington when
Because
Penny was
remember,
down
no,
there,
when he was at Indiana, he took
Yeah.
over at Indiana, and Penix was already the starter there.
and
So
he took
Mhm.
him to Washington with him.
yeah, so think
Yeah,
about it.
yeah,
Penix
yeah,
grew up with Kalen DeBoer. So
yeah,
that was the guy that they already had. You get what I'm saying? So
yeah.
it's what it is, but I'm not gonna sit there. Slammer, you want any kind of podcast, anything, man? You got your own show
Nah,
or not?
I see y'all later, man. It
I
was
just
All
be
good
right, Jay.
pleasure.
Appreciate you, my brother.
I just be trying to find the ATL podcast. I just be on the Dixon Way, this and we talk Hawks. That's all I be on.
Hey, well, here's the thing. You got all three great choices, my guy. So we
Yeah,
definitely
Yeah,
appreciate you. And we
yeah.
look
appreciate
forward
it.
to hearing from you tomorrow, too.
Oh yeah, for sure, bro. I be on, bro.
All right, my guy.
Long as I ain't
Appreciate you.
working or taking care of my kid, bro. I be on them motherfucker.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, for sure, man.
Hey, we'll
All
catch you
right, bro.
next time, my boy.
All right, bro.
Hey, K Dub, it's always been a blast. As always, my guy. You definitely look. That was an interesting show. And we got to get my boy a camera because see, I know he animated, bro. Even if I gotta send him one of these old computer cameras I gotta get him a camera, dog. Even if it's like $10, $20 camera. But that was an interesting show, my guy. We definitely got to do a little something with it. But man, hey, we appreciate you for coming through tonight, man. And I'm gonna catch you next time. Hey, y'all boys. So, ladies and gentlemen, y'all be blessed. We appreciate y'all for tapping in with us tonight. We're gonna have our lineup as we have like on game day, pregame show, halftime analysis, and then the post game show, the party line and the benediction. Y'all tap in with us. We got you covered. We love you, and we'll see you next time. Ghosts.